I'm so excited. I always say podcasts are special, but this one is definitely new. Amanda Frederick, you've been on my podcast before. But typical podcasts are the ones that just talk from the head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm done talking from the mind, right? And part of your work, which I'd like you to talk about, is to really get into the body and talk to the body and explore what the body's, going through. And a lot of my work is that, plus the talking to the ancestors and going into the shamanic quantum field and really moving things that, and no offense to therapists or therapy, but moving things a lot faster than what talking can do.
Totally.
And so I am being brave with you. This is my first one, doing it like this, where we're going to go into the quantum field and we're going to do a shamanic session together.
Yay.
Oh, yay. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too.
But let me hear, my listeners want to know who you are. So tell me who you are.
Yeah. My name is Amanda Frederick. I'm a somatic coach. I have my own podcast too. Ariela has been on my podcast. Yeah. She'll be on it again after this one. I'm a mom. I have 2 girls, 6 and 9. I'm also a nurse. But my primary focus and my real passion is working with women and couples in the somatic area to really improve relationships.
Yeah.
And to really helping women become who they're meant to be outside of like the roles that they've just kind of taken on. So a lot of like soul evolution work. But when you work with the body, the beautiful thing is you don't need to actually even talk about the things that have happened to you. You don't always need to revisit past traumas or past experiences. Because oftentimes what happens is we loop and we go in circles when we talk about things. And, I think therapy is great. I'm in therapy, but it's a somatic therapist that I see, and we do like depth psychology. So it's not just traditional talk therapy.
Right.
But I think especially with trauma and especially with ancestral healing as well, you can only get so far by talking about things.
Exactly.
And I also think too, with the ancestral piece, I do think ancestral stuff is very somatic. Like my experience with connecting to ancestors or even like spirit guides, I have a very somatic experience with that.
Yes,
so
totally.
It's all very interconnected. And I think when we work with all of those different levels, it's just much more powerful.
I love that because I totally agree with you. And when you're talking, I can imagine I work a lot with portals that have been opened and closed, and those are in the body, right? So if you think of the chakras, that's kind of where we go into those tunnels. Totally. And so it's very somatic. It changes your body's chemistry and the way that you walk in the world. So I feel like we're in a synergistic flow.
Totally. I've had many portals closed during healings. With people.
I don't doubt that you have it. Yeah. That's why I knew this would be the best practice.
Oh, there's another one. We're going to close that one up.
Totally. So let's go into our session.
Okay.
And then we'll kind of explore afterwards at the end, like what you felt or how that was for you. But as I said to you, a shamanic session is basically I turn things over to the divine. I trust the path. I'm very visual, and I trust the path that we're supposed to go down. So every session is different. So you might come to me again on a podcast, and it can be a completely different experience. We talked a little bit before about the fact that some ancestral healing might be involved here, some patterns. So there might be belief work that we do, and I do a specific belief work and where we energetically release like the root belief. We'll just see whatever comes up. Like right now I see like a cabin somewhere in the ancestry. So I don't know what will come up.
Okay.
So I can feel them talking already. Part of that is intuitive guidance. We talk to your guides. We talk to the divine. We just kind of open and see what wants to arise. if you had an intention going in, we talked about it a little bit before, but what would that be? What are you working on right now? What are you exploring?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think letting go of excess burden and excess responsibility that is no longer mine to hold.
Okay.
Like the weight of carrying the world, carrying the collective, carrying what women who came before me, what they experienced, and also their beliefs, doing things in a particular way as a woman and as a mother, like all of those things I'm wanting to let go of a little bit more.
When you imagine the outcome of that, what does that look like for you?
Feeling lighter, more spacious, less attachment, and like being pulled by the needs and desires of the world, of my kids, of men, of other women that do things differently, of people I'm no longer friends with, of people who are just wanting I think it's really just placing myself first rather than the needs and desires of anything else.
Totally. Which is super hard to do when you're a mom. And also important to show your kids that that you do come first. Is there any, you don't strike me as this kind of person, but are there any comparisons to, like, I keep seeing like a box that you're supposed to be in, but that you, like, either you were taught to be in or the world expects you to be in. And then I see this like woman running through the woods.
Yeah, that one's me.
Yeah.
I think there's times where there's a little bit of like the push-pull, especially with having kids and being in like different communities with my children where moms or families do things very differently, look very differently, perceive the world differently, have different values. And like even last night, I spent 3 hours at a cheer tryout competition thing for my 9-year-old daughter.
I get you.
And literally, I'm like, I'm going to bring my tarot book so no one will talk to me and they will all be scared of me. Not really, but like it just doesn't feel like me. So I feel like there's times where I have an opportunity to once again be in that box and I'm with other people that maybe that box feels good for them, but it doesn't feel good for me.
Okay. That makes sense. I feel like there's, I almost see a leash. Like, it's like pulling you into a world that you don't belong in. And then I see like a wild, witchy, like, don't fuck with me woman.
Yeah, she comes up a lot.
Yeah, she's no joke. So, okay, now I hear what we're going to do.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I can feel it. Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
We're going to go backwards and forwards in time, beyond who you are. I can really feel where, I'm going to ask you where you feel that in your body when you imagine going into a box. Where does it land in your body?
I'm going into the box.
If you imagine,
it's just like everything's closing in. It's like, it's like everything's getting tight. Yeah.
Like all of a sudden I got a wave of like almost feeling nauseous.
But then when you were talking about the wild one, it was like, yeah,
she feels much better.
Yeah.
It's not often that I can feel somebody's actual physical feeling, but like immediately when I got what we were doing, they immediately like I felt like I was going to throw up. Yeah, I
always do. I always feel other people, so maybe that's why it's amplified.
Yeah, I can really feel like all in the front here. Like I could throw up. Yeah, Okay, so we're gonna go in, and I'm gonna invite you to close your eyes. I'm gonna clear my energy for a moment, and just take some deep breaths, and really. Maybe place a hand on your chest or your belly if that feels okay. Just kind of let her know that the places that we're going may feel unsafe, or like you may feel nauseous, you may feel things, and then the place that we're going to land in is beyond expansion. It's actually beyond our times. And so I'd love for us to ground first in this beautiful energy. Great Spirit, God, Hashem, universe, light, love. We are so grateful to be in this amazing space together that we've never done. So in Kabbalah, we say a little prayer for first time things. So we're just putting out a prayer that we are deeply grateful for this first time kind of podcast to do a mini session on a podcast. And so we're deeply grateful for your guidance, God. We're so grateful for the guidance of you, Amanda. There's what I hear is like there are giants behind you.
Mm.
There are great mothers, the great fathers, the great masters that follow you wherever you go. We ask and pray that you keep the space protected, guided. We ask the violet flame to come forward to protect our space. Any beings, any energies that are not invited in this space, we thank you, and we put mirrors around our space and we face it outwards so that you do not come into our space today. We invite the benevolent guides, the magnificent ancestors, the wise and well ones, thousands of years old in your ancestry, to come forward today to guide us. We turn this session over to you. They have skin in the game. They know who you are. I hear nurse, like the energy of being the nurse is also very ancestral. It feels like you have women and men that have tended to the sick from hundreds of years ago. I don't know if you've ever tapped into them.
Mm-mm.
They're deep healers. This is before hospitals were a thing. They're using plants to heal.
Mm.
They're using these are people in your ancestry that are many, many, many moons ago, they say. And they're coming forward to support you. There's also a wise owl on your left, just kind of sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel guided by animals often?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's the owl comes forward in a way that it's as if he knows you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just setting up our space here. So the ancestors are also on the left. On the right-hand side is the divine energy. In Kabbalah, it's always they're always the guides, the animals. On the right is always spirit. And so we ask and pray for the mothers to come forward in your ancestry to show us the energy that needs to be released from Amanda's ancestry on your mother's side. Today, for the sake of time, we're just going to do mother. So 1 second, I'm going to get my space. We're going to invite the guided energy medicine to come forward to start all the while we're talking or in not talking, but kind of in this quantum field, there's going to be energy healing moving through you. Would you say on your mom's side, I see women with tape over their mouths.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know, these are women that you may not know of, or that you sense. It feels to me that there are mothers that have like lost their voices physically. There feels like some physical abuse as well.
Mm-hmm.
In most people's ancestry, I see rape, I see physical abuse. There's a lot of beauty here as well. Do you have any knowledge of any physical abuse in your ancestry?
Not from anyone that I know or I'm aware of, but it's definitely something that feels very true, that also has like lived within me, even though I haven't experienced that.
Yeah. Would you say that there's, so I'm kind of putting them to the side for a moment, and because they've showed me that the energy, like we don't have to experience trauma to, as you know, to feel like there's trauma stored. Would you say that you've lived with a significant or some amount of feeling put into that box? Without getting too personal, I can feel relationships that you've had, like in the past, that feel stifling. Do you have any issues in your throat chakra?
My throat has always been a big one since I've started doing somatic work. Yeah. And I've had a lot of like past life visions of like hands around my throat or
Yeah. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah. You don't have thyroid issues?
Nope.
Okay. Because they are, what I saw was like hands around your throat. So
that's the recurring one.
Is that a recurring? Have you ever had visions of being drowned at all?
Not drowned.
Okay. I see like, and we won't go into too many past lives, but I see a drowning, but what I mostly see is the hands around the neck. This feels true in your past lives, but also in your ancestry. As I know this sounds funny, but it's as if you were the ancestor. Which really, that's what past lives are, right? Like not only connecting to the women in your lineage, but you as an ancestor, you in a past life. So what I'd like to do is ask, so right now you have a group of women around you. You definitely, because you're so open, they are really vivid with me. It depends how open the person is. There's one with her hands tied around her back. There's one with hands around her throat. And there's one with a blindfold on. And they're magnificent because they're all healed. So they're showing me, these are very old, wise ancestors. They're just pictures of, at some point, their story. So we're not in your recent ancestry. We're very, very, very ancient, but they're showing me pictures of things that have happened to them too. And they want you to know, like, their hands are truly wide open and they're benevolent, and they're here for you to really speak your truth in this lifetime. But they're sitting around a fire. So I'd love, are you visual at all? Okay, so I'd love for you to imagine sitting around a beautiful fire with these women. And their vision of what they're showing me is like they've been tied, they've been bound, they've been choked, but they're healed, they're done. And there's a beautiful fire, and there's something in the throat chakra that wants to come forward for you, that needs to be released, and they're here to like catch it and release it. So I'm going to invite you to kind of sit with your present day self. It feels like it comes from a younger you, but let's go into your throat a little bit. Okay. And just kind of feel into that feeling of being choked. Just really allow yourself to breathe into any belief or struggle that's coming up through the throat right now. Like, here comes like the nauseousness again. So just what are you feeling inside of yourself?
It's just like stuck. Like like if I allow more space or air or my voice out, I'm going to get hurt. Like someone is going to hurt me.
What does that feel like in your throat?
It just feels tight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even saying that out loud, though, like loosened it up a little bit. And then it's like I have like a visual now of like when I was really young, and it's the like fear of using my voice because I'm going to get in trouble or be told I'm, like that feeling of being too much.
Yeah.
Too much. And then being like left.
Abandoned or.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was feeling, is there's like an actual younger you here in your throat.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember the first age that it came through? Your first memory of like understanding that you can't use your voice fully?
I think it was like 3.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have to go into all the details of it if that isn't comfortable, but just kind of feeling into like really letting her come forward now. And because you're visual, like I see her sitting next to you, or does she ever remind you of one of your kids?
Mostly my oldest, but yeah, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel that. She's also showing me like the truth of who she is like a phoenix rising from the ashes. She's sitting here with us and she's like, this is my truth. And she's little. She's like kind of no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But there is like hands kind of wrapped around her.
Yeah, I laugh because my oldest literally said that to me randomly at the park like a few years ago. She ran up to me and was like, "Mommy, you know that we're actually just like phoenixes?" And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" And she's like, "We can rise from the ashes too."
Wow.
And then she like ran away.
Oh my God.
I was like, "Okay."
That's your daughter.
Yeah.
I have full chills when I hear that. Yeah, like that's what I hear from your 3-year-old, but she's stuck in something. She's not. It's almost like she does remind me a little bit of like a wild animal.
Yeah.
And she is looking around these 4 walls that she's living in, and she's like, this isn't for me. A lot of very intuitive, like kind of like free people that are born into this kind of worldly existence, they get there, we get there and we're like, oh my God, I want more.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's kind of, I don't know if that resonates, but that's what
totally.
I'm hearing from her.
Mm-hmm.
So let's ask her what she desires as a 3-year-old, but also as her soul. She's very connected to her soul. Like, I'm sure at the age of 7, we kind of forget the other world, the other side, who we really are. But she's deeply connected, but she feels like someone might stifle her voice. So what's coming up for you when she's sitting here with us?
Yeah, she just wants to be outside. Like, she just wants to run around and play and like be outside and be like in nature and be like near water. Like the woods and running water is like her favorite. But also like surrounded by people that also love all of those things.
Is she not surrounded by that right now?
No.
Okay. Is there anything that she's acquired at this age, a belief or a pattern that has been instilled around this age that that supports the idea that she can't really use her full voice or be who she fully is?
Just that she needs to be good.
And good girl.
In order to like be and stay safe, she has to be good, which means like not being wild and crazy and not being like fully vocal.
So what I'm hearing to do and also talk to her about, it's a little bit of a soul retrieval. She feels like I see kind of a hand like I see her as a 3-year-old, and there's this hand that kind of rises up and helps her release the good girl. And you know exactly what you came in here with, where I have to do things the right way or the good way, or be a certain part of like how my kids need me to be, or the world needs me to be. So I'm wondering if she has, if we can kind of energetically change her scenario here. Let's let her, she feels pretty creative. Let's invite her to change her belief and change her throat chakra. Like, what does she need to experience as a 3-year-old that she didn't get?
I think she just wants to run around and scream and yell. But like not like tantrum, just like wild.
Yeah. Yeah, she feels like that to me too. Were you raised religious? She feels to me like this hand that's kind of, it's like a hand that's coming up to help her. She feels very connected to, yes, the wild, and she wants to run around, but she feels really deeply connected. I keep putting my hand in a triangle. This isn't religious, but you know, like the Trinity, I mean, I'm Jewish, so I don't know it that well, but like the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, she feels like a very spiritual child. And she feels deeply, what I hear also from her is like, she needs somewhere to land. And spiritually, it feels like the woods and the animals and the trees, but there's a very deep spirituality in that. And she feels like, to me, that she would feel more connected if she were more connected to, like, if she could really explore the energy around her, the guides, the ancestors, the divine. What's your relationship to the divine today?
The divine for me is like the pulse of life and like what moves me. So when I'm feeling very like open and trusting and like surrendered to that, allowing that to lead me, I feel connected to the divine. And then the contrast of feeling more of like what we've talked about with the burdens or the responsibilities or more of the constriction, that definitely cuts me off from it.
How does your throat feel right now as we're talking?
It definitely feels more open. There's still just a little bit of tightness on the sides.
I can feel it. I was going to say it's on the side.
But also I'm mostly more connected to the divine when I am outside.
Yes.
Outside.
Yeah, same.
When it feels like spaciousness.
Yeah. I want to invite you to energetically and somatically feel what it would feel like to release the hands that are around your neck. And we're gonna invite the divine and all of your guides to help that imprint of, I can feel imprints of somebody's fingers on the sides of your neck. And I'm gonna do it energetically, but I want you to, I'm gonna invite you to, even your 3-year-old sitting here, to allow more spaciousness and to let and invite all layers of your being to release the literal fingers. I can actually feel the paths of somebody's fingers energetically from a past life. And we're going to also invite the ancestors that have experienced this pain, and the wise ones that also know exactly how to release these fingers from your neck. What I hear from the root is to release, hold on one second. There's like a body of water I still see like it must be a past life of like a drowning.
Mm-hmm.
But the hands around the neck feel like a drowning. And we ask Spirit that you release in the fire the past lives, the ancestral lives, and the current feeling of being choked. That feeling, it almost feels like when you feel like you're in a box and you have to follow the rules, there's like a scurrying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to invite you to just kind of with your fingers and around your neck. I'm doing it energetically, but move the hands around your neck and around your chest to release that energy of tightness and the hands that have been bound to you. And we ask Spirit that you release this and that Amanda is so ready to release this energy from her body, from all layers of her being, from all the chakras, the throat chakra that is so ready to be released. You have a great mother here that is actually doing all the work. There is a portal here that definitely has been open. I also hear there's a masculine energy that has been very overpowering in your ancestry. And we ask and pray for the balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine to come forward through your throat chakra. Your divine masculine and feminine inside of you. We ask for the better balance between feminine and masculine inside of you. That will create a balance in your own world today, a better balance. It also, I can see, helps your girls. As this has been released, this helps your girls speak your truth, their truths, and also find a better balance. How are you feeling?
I feel really good.
Your voice sounds different.
Yeah. It feels much more open.
Yeah, I can feel the sides.
I had a lot like on the back of my neck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like it just all, I feel like
flow.
Yeah. I can feel chains released from your ancestry.
Mm-hmm.
So now to kind of, this is a mini session. So I'm going to do a closing of the portal, if that's okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I close it, I want you to imagine a version of yourself. It feels like beyond this world. This is called forward timeline healing, but it's really backwards and forwards. It's like a different time. I want you to imagine what it feels like to be free, because your soul, as you know, is always free. And imagine what it feels like to embody that free soul so much that the cells in your body turn towards the light that you are, and you start to live as if you are your soul first. So I'm curious energetically or visually or even somatically what that feels like as you visualize who your soul already knows she is.
Yeah, I was just like in outer space and everything is just like woof.
Mm-hmm.
Just like super open and like floaty,
Mm-hmm.
moving quickly if I want to, slowing down if I want to. It's just very like spacious and floaty and open.
Yeah. She is beautiful. She also looks to me like she's got kind of like wings.
Mm-hmm.
She's like earthly, but not. She feels very floaty. And she feels like the best term I could think of is like, she's really not earthy. She is more kind of air.
Mm-hmm.
And what I hear to kind of close the session is all things are possible with this energy. And so we ask that it seeps through your cells, through your chakras, through your energy fields. that it moves through your children and their children, that this energy moves through your DNA, down into the tree and the roots of who you are, down into the energy of the ancestors. And it feels like, just for the sake of our time, we're going to kind of end there. I did close a portal to the fingers on your neck. How do you feel in your body? Do you have any questions in here? Or maybe we can talk about it after we end. Anything that is residual that needs to be said in the quantum space?
I feel grounded. I feel lighter. I feel more open. I feel grateful. Like, even though we connected and worked in this area, it really opened up like my heart, being able to stay connected to this area too.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And I just feel grateful for you and for all of the other energies that supported this.
Thank you. So, Spirit, we're so grateful as we close our container today. I'll close with the same thing I opened with. You have very, very big, tall women ancestors. They're very benevolent and wise. And as we close our session together, we just ask and pray that, and you can ask them to come forward and move through your life as they are watching over your daughters as well. Your daughters came to you because they recognize you as an old soul with a new vision of what could be possible on this earth. They are light beings. So as we close, we release any energy, residual energy that is not ours. We thank Spirit for releasing any residual energy in the throat chakra. We take back our energy from all space and time, just imagining that you're like a tree grounded and rooted with your roots down into the earth. We maintain your branches up into the universe, the sky, to God's Spirit, and that middle world, your body. We ask and pray that you integrate this energy for the next 3 days. Your energy will be integrated. So being gentle with yourself, allowing yourself to cry, to rage, to take baths, to write, to whatever, to walk in the woods, whatever feels right for you, to integrate this energy. Aho.
Thank you.
You can open your eyes when you're ready. Oh, are we on a podcast?
I wasn't.
I wasn't either.
I love that I'm so visual because I get to be like right there with you with all the stuff amazing. That
yeah. I felt you with me the whole time. Any questions or thoughts as we kind of move forward?
No, I mean, that all felt great and very connected. I'm curious and I'm open and available and eager to see like what else comes up just in the next couple of days.
Yeah. It felt like 3 days.
Well, it's funny too because I don't have my kids for 3 days. So it's like
amazing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because that's when I have the most spaciousness, which is when things come in and can integrate.
I do have a picture of you kind of like in the woods, if you could get there, or some sort of open space.
I can do that.
Yeah. It feels like you're a little bit of a time traveler. And they might show you different pictures or visions of, like, it feels really important to like go into the soul that you are instead of and you know that, the story or like you're so witchy, you could go both ways. That's what I heard in the beginning, is that we were going to go backwards and then move forwards. But that integration is like soul first, body second. And then in Kabbalah, your body hears that language. It it's like a listener, and it's almost like a feeding system. And so it feels to me like your soul will become brighter.
Yeah.
And then inform your body of like, here we go, body, we're going to do it this way. And so it feels like even though you're on this path, it feels like a different path.
That's new though. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've connected to soul, but I'm also very body led. So that is a little different approach as far as like, not leaving out the body, but start with soul.
Yes.
And let that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like switching up the order a little bit will inform, like it feels like your body will run like a well-oiled machine, right? It'll just be like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Versus our body, when our body leads sometimes, even though, I'm somatic too, and I get that, I work better when my soul leads and then informs my body of the light. And then my body's like, oh, here we go. So it'll be interested to hear about how that works for you.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I keep hearing too, like the more. It's like I'm connecting to the more first.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Totally.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being my guinea pig and doing this.
Oh, anytime.
So it's been really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just my prayer for you is that you just shine. And that your work, your relationships, your children, that box that sometimes creeps up, or the way we're supposed to be as women, or the way we're supposed to be as, with all of those shoulds, my prayer is that you release it from a place of sovereignty.
Yeah, light it on fire.
Yeah.
That's what I usually do.
I mean, I don't doubt that you will. Yeah, totally.
Energetically, like visually, not actually. You
can do both. But yeah, like light it on fire and really just be in your truth. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.